Welcome to the first World's Hype video, where we will talk to the qualified people and learn who they are, what they played, and who will win. So, today I'm joined with Shinuslaw. Tell me a short bit about yourself.
Hey, I'm Shinuslaw. I'm one of the people from the German crew, so I'm living in Germany. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the first starter deck, Yugi and Kaiba, came out. I played that at school. Then I continued to play quite a long time and started to be a bit more competitively, I guess, only in 2010, around 2010, when right before one of my friends, Wulord, who also sometimes joined these online tournaments, won German Worlds in 2010. And then I played let's say until 2014, and I stopped. Like how life is. I'm not a cool person, but I still just didn't have time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So then came back around in COVID times because, there's nothing to do. People in Germany asked me and they had this big Tengu server. Then I started to play and I'm still here. I'm still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm also playing a few other TCGs, mostly Lorcana currently. And I guess in the Tengu community, I'm known for, I don't know, maybe the stun guy.
GK and TG is what I think of when I think of you. And Giant
Yeah,
Rat.
that's most important.
What did you qualify with? And if you played multiple qualifiers, did you knock someone out?
For this season, I honestly told myself I don't have that much time, so I didn't really want to qualify. I did play the third qualifier, I think it was, with the deck that Hymne just sent me. It's like a Cat Sith dragon build, just he wanted to test, and I did horribly. And then I only played on a whim, okay, let's just play I think it was the last real qualifier, the fourth one with Falcon. And I qualified with Falcon. I won that one. And I gotta say, I was in a bit of a slump. I didn't really have that much fun with Tengu format anymore. It became stale. And then I played the Falcon deck and I fell in love. This deck is amazing. It's so much fun. I would love to play that all the time. So yeah, that's it. I tried to gatekeep an event and I played the last TTC finals, but there I played the red deck and I've lost against Amazonas and then lost against Shabam and dropped. So that's it. I didn't play that much, but I still am happy that I can join, and I didn't qualify with any of the decks I'm known as.
So, is it you? Is it Hymne? Is it someone else? Who is going to win Worlds this year?
So I think you could answer in a few different directions. There's the one easy answer. I think the easy answer is you either pick Hymne or Tia or Ichigo Kurosaki, who are most likely, from what I've seen, the two players who understand and the Tengu format online best, who have the best results, who can play almost every deck. Tia, the best plant player online, in my opinion, and Hymne is the best control player online. That's a bit, Hymne can't win everything, right? He won way too much, so he can't win it. I'm not sure how much time Tia puts into Tengu. Let's just do something differently. I'm saying that BS45 will win Worlds.
Bold prediction. In 2025 compared to 2024, we've seen a lot more Dragoonity, Falcon Punch, and Infernity. But is that all? How do you think Tengu as a format differs in this year compared to the previous year?
So, from what I would see is the first year that I think is the first big Tengu year was 2023, and I start like that, and that was how some people call it the German format, where a lot of stun decks dominated, TG, Gravekeeper, and all of that. Then 2024, Katsith came around, and Katsith, they just said, okay, stun decks are just dead. No one can play these stun decks anymore because it just destroyed them. And after the Tengu War League, was it 2025? No, 2024, right? The
2024
so
War
bad.
League.
Yeah, 2024. I think the War League showed, unfortunately, that there's only plants and agents to play. So, and that made the format feel a bit stale. So I think in the latter end of 2025 especially, people started to come back with more interesting ideas, especially the new dragon deck, also the virus dragon deck that people started to play. Infernity is now taking off a bit. It's not only one person who's playing Infernity. So that's what I think is pretty interesting. So one thing that I don't really like about the developments in 2025 is that I believe it's now getting more and more clear that hand traps and tour guide are way more mandatory than we thought 2 years ago. Of course, tour guide, it's tour guide format, we all know.
Yeah.
But I believe if you look at the decks, at the really good deck, and every, like, also new brew, you always play tour guide in every deck. Even the hero decks now all play tour guides. I played the stun deck, and the stun deck is better if you play tour guide. Falcon plays tour guide, even though it didn't in the beginning. I think most of the dragon decks also play tour guide. Not sure if all do, but most of them also do. So that's unfortunate, because that then leads to people playing more hand traps, because hand traps are quite good against tour guide. I'm not sure if I like that, because if you play more hand traps, you are also sometimes bound to brick a bit more, even though they are necessary. I'm not sure yet if there's like a big development. The one thing I will say is that I still believe that the format is not solved yet. Looking at the Falcon Punch deck that you mentioned, only Hymne basically is playing it before I won with that. And I think the reason for that is that most likely one of the most difficult decks to play in the format.
Yeah, I think that's true. An additional note on that is Funcat has been playing Falcon, but in a totally different way, with Divine Wind of Mist Valley. That's something new, but that hasn't really been proven. I don't think he's won anything big with it yet. You talked about some of the differences, which I more or less all agree with. Do you think there are any big losers compared to previous format?
So I believe they're like two big losers compared to previous formats. Like, I don't have to talk about X-Saver anymore, but let's talk about the real deck. So I believe Gravekeeper is like the biggest loser. I mean, it started to lose already in the end of 2024. But when was the last time anyone did anything with Gravekeeper? I tested it for a few tournaments, and I just hated to play it. It just felt bad. I just looked at the website, and the last time it was recorded was the third qualifier, and Funcat got 24th out of 26 people with it.
Oof.
So yes, I mean, Funcat also got like third place at one smaller one a bit before, but Gravekeeper is not doing anything anymore. And back in the day, Hymne won a lot of stuff with Gravekeeper, and I believe that's due to also Tour Guide being even more popular, because Tour Guide is not a nice card to play against with Gravekeeper, and people also understanding the deck a bit more. The other loser, I believe, is the hero deck. I'm not sure if I've seen like hero do that well in the last couple of tournaments. We always have like a few people playing heroes, but if I look at the tournament results, we have like Alpha, Shabam, like a few people got like top 4 in small tournaments, but that's it. And I believe that's due to the unfortunate thing that people also understand that combo decks may be a bit better in Tengu format than they thought in the beginning. TG is the last sole survivor, and even TG is not really doing that much currently.
And for the final question that I will pose towards you is, what's your most hot take about Tengu format?
That's a really interesting question. I thought about it for a long time. I mean, I first thought about, okay, let's don't call it Tengu format, but that's not a hot take anymore, I would say. I believe one of my hottest takes is that I believe there's no reason to play the hero deck at all, besides you liking them, because they are not good enough as a combo deck. There are a lot of better combo decks, and as a control stun deck, TG, or even Tengu without plants, which I tested once, is a lot better. And maybe the second hot take, let me get one more, is that Thunder King Ryu is a bit overrated.
My man!
Let's keep it at that, and that's the end word of it.
And then, if there's anything else that you want to say to the audience, to the format, to me, the table is yours.
I just want to thank Quinning and Zerg and everyone else, but especially these two people who make it possible for us to play this many nice tournaments and who created a really interesting and really open and diverse server. So I believe Tengu format is interesting. I believe Tengu format is fun, as long as you don't hate tour guide. So I would be happy to see more people joining, even if it's just for a small tournament or two.
Definite shout out to Quinning, Jaina, and Zerg. You're the goats. Without you, this format would be dead.
Yes, and sorry, Jaina, for forgetting. Oh god.
She doesn't act as much as a mod as those two, so I think she'll understand. And that's all for this time. Are you qualified for Tengu World Championship and want to talk to me about it? Let me know.